A lot of ups and downs this week, and we are also tracking for some potentially severe storms heading into tomorrow. But today feels like an April Fool's joke as we're waking up to sub-freezing temperatures. Rain chances will kind of linger going into the weekend. We're not talking about a washout, but we will have some off and on chances. So temperatures right now are below the freezing mark for most of us, at least. I mean, Sandusky's at 34, but 30 at City Airport and Grosse Ile. Otherwise, mid to upper 20s across southeastern Michigan. Not going to spend too much time on that because it feels even colder than that. The wind chill readings upper teens to low 20s across the area. So that's what you need to factor in as you are stepping outside this morning, especially as you send the kids to the bus stop and they have to wait there for the bus to pick them up. It's going to feel more winter-like. Winter coats a necessity this morning, but we should stay dry. But that chill is from that northerly breeze as that colder air mass built in behind the cold front. And so we're looking at wind gusts between 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's not overly impressive, but it's just enough to give you those wind chill readings we were just talking about. So bus stop forecast eventually getting above freezing, but it's after school starts. We're talking about 10 a.m. or so. We get a nice dose of sunshine to start the day thanks to high pressure. Clouds increase, though, ahead of our next rainmaker. And so we will have a little more cloud cover heading into the afternoon. 44, 45, the afternoon high as kids are being dropped off from school this afternoon. But come tomorrow, that's going to be the most active weather pattern we have throughout the work week. And so this is going to bring a wintry mix in the morning. Yep, a wintry mix, and then some stronger spring-like storms heading in the afternoon and evening. So we have a level 3 enhanced risk in orange here across the heart of the metro area. From the city through Macomb County into the thumb, level 2 risk, so not quite as high as folks that are in Livingston, Washtenaw, Western Wayne, and Monroe counties. But we're looking at a good threat of damaging wind gusts, possibly even over 70 miles per hour. We can't rule out large hail. Flooding will be a concern as we're forecasting 1 to 2 inches of rain. And even a tornado or two can't be ruled out. So today's quiet. We're starting off clear. Those clouds are a bit more noticeable by 4 o'clock this afternoon. And then as far as precipitation, that doesn't roll in until after midnight, but it's the pre-dawn hours of tomorrow where we start to see some snow mixing in with the rain. So we'll have a wintry mix of lifting throughout the morning, 6:30 a.m. I would say about that 696 corridor is the cutoff from snow to rain. And we'll have a little more persistent snow showers north of I-69 where you might get a little bit of a light coating. Otherwise, the rest of us by 9 a.m. are looking at a lull. But by noon, now the heavy rain arrives. This isn't the severe threat. These are heavy downpours with a lifting warm front throughout the area. Temperatures are quickly rising into the 60s in the afternoon. That quickly chasing cold front then brings the severe weather. It clashes with the warmth, with the high dew points, which means we have a lot of moisture in the air. And I think by 7 to 9 o'clock is going to be that tighter window where we have those severe storms that are rolling through. Overall, the window's 5 to 11. So rainfall forecast, we're looking at upward of an inch of rainfall all the way through Thursday. But by Friday, we're dry, partly cloudy. Perfect forecast for the Tigers home opener. 1:10 first pitch Friday. Plan for partly cloudy skies and in the 50s. We have a chance for some rain to creep in late Friday, and that's going to bring us some rain chances off and on heading into the upcoming weekend. So your future forecast, forewarned weather alert tomorrow due to those later storms. We're in the 60s still Thursday before falling into seasonal 50s this weekend.
Good to have you here, everybody. 7:30 right on the nose. And we've been talking about a bridge in Royal Oak for a couple of weeks. Kim DeGiulio first reported on this on 11 Mile, and it's not hard to see the damage that's with this bridge.
Yeah, that's right. You won't miss the cracks and rust. Kim DeGiulio is live in Royal Oak with an update. And as of now, tariffs on imported cars, trucks, and SUVs will begin on Thursday. Meantime, tariffs on car parts are expected to begin on May 3rd. We'll share any new information from the White House as we receive it.
A local clothing line is teaming up with actor Jeff Daniels Theater to fan the flames of the Michigan-Ohio rivalry.
Yeah, the Purple Rose Theater in Chelsea is...
See one of those black ones, hook her up.
Oh, look at her.
The Michigan hat is doubly cool.
I was just thinking that. The Michigan one's way cooler.
Well, it's doubly cool, too, because it's got the Top Gun feel to it.
Yeah, for sure.
I was just trying to be nice to you. I can't believe you.
Oh, yeah. He just wanted to get you a gift.
And you just, look how you just discard
It would be a good April Fool's gift.
As a wonderful baker and cook that you are, have you ever made Buckeyes around Christmas time?
No.
Because they're delicious.
Wait a minute, why haven't I had any of your baked goods?
Really?
Oh, you had to.
Oh, really?
I don't think I have.
Wow.
Maybe at a potluck.
Oreo
I didn't
pie?
realize that you made it.
Oh, please.
Maybe I've eaten it.
You can't,
Oreo
you can't
pie.
swing a dead cat without hitting one of her baked goods.
That is an interesting
Thank you. Walk. I think it's weather time.
Well, here's the sun, you guys. So let's go ahead.
Welcome back.
Oh man, I work with a bunch of fools on this April Fool's Day. No, I'm just kidding. I kid. So here's a look at the sun peeking through those clouds. At least we get some sunshine to start the day because it's really chilly out there, especially for this time of year. And so the sun really isn't going to warm us up a whole lot. In fact, we have clouds that build into the afternoon, but 29 degrees in the city as those temperatures continue to fall. 25 in Ann Arbor, 24 in Pontiac, 27 in Monroe. Northerly winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour, making it feel even a few degrees cooler than what those actual air temperatures are. Here's a look at those wind chill readings. So feeling like 19 at Metro Airport, 18 in Pontiac, 17 in Ann Arbor, and feeling like 20 up in Lapeer. So upper teens, low 20s is what you need to plan for as you step outside. And so those wind gusts, I mean, they're not overly impressive, but it's the direction of those winds between about 10 to 15 miles per hour coming out of the north, and that's what puts the bite in the air. So hourly forecast for today, we will have increasing clouds through the afternoon. They do become a bit more noticeable, I believe, after about 4 o'clock, but 45 for the afternoon high, putting us well below the average, which should be into the 50s. Storm threats, and so that returns come tomorrow, where we have a level 3 enhanced risk in this orange shade, the heart of the metro area tomorrow, and the yellow's a level 2. So we're all under a threat for some severe storms, damaging wind gusts, primary threat, but we have bumped up the threat for large hail, flooding, certainly flash flooding a potential as we have about 1 to 2 inches of rainfall in the forecast, and you can't rule out an isolated tornado or two. But we have everything that we're throwing at you, all the seasons come tomorrow, because watch what happens before daybreak. So today, clouds increase ahead of this precipitation maker, and I have to emphasize precipitation because it's not just rain. That's right, we have some wet snowflakes mixing in before daybreak tomorrow. I'm getting booed. So 2 a.m. until about 9 a.m. will be the window of that wintry mix, and by 6 o'clock, a lot of this is north of 696 when it comes to snow, and so that's why I think we get maybe even a light coating into the thumb region and by Saginaw Valley, but otherwise the rest of us will be drying out from about 9 to 11. At the lunch hour, heavy rain rolls in. So those heavy downpours come with the lifting warm front. That's not where we're looking at the severe threat. It's this line of storms that develops after 5 p.m. More so 7 to about 9 o'clock is a tighter window of the line rolling through because of a cold front that clashes with the heat. It clashes with just all the moisture that's in the environment, and that brings us all those threats that we talked about. So quick look at the rainfall forecast. Upward of 1 inch of rain, but let's talk about this future forecast. We have a forewarned weather alert tomorrow evening due to that threat for severe weather. We stay in the 60s Thursday. We begin drying things out, but Friday's the Detroit Tigers home opener. We're going to be dry. Seasonal 50s, could be worse. We've seen snow on opening day here, so at least we have that. And then we'll be in the seasonal 50s going into the weekend, in and out of a few rain chances, especially in our southern communities. Darnell?
Now, here's your time